Hey everybody, this is DayTraderRockStar, and this is the market radar for the week of August 22nd coming up here. I'm at the office here Saturday. I had a week off, and I'm happy to get back in here. I've been spending a lot of time in the office doing a lot of research and stuff. We got the 10 for 1,000, or what we call the HPS watch list out to the members. I got that set up. We did some trading on Friday. Some great setups going into next week. And this video here is basically the market radar, which we concentrate more on the S&P 500 and the overall market conditions, or the overall market, and give a bias to where we see the market going in the next 5 days. Now that's what the market radar is about. We left off last week, and again, I was not in the markets the past week here. But we went into last week starting to see what we call a negative divergence, where we start to see maybe a slight move up here. And in this case, it doesn't have to be slight; it could be more aggressive. But there has to be just there has to be that higher high on the price and a lower high on the stochastics. Now, officially, technically, mathematically, this is a divergence. I want to take my divergences a little bit different. I want that rotation to stand to that 80 line on the sell side divergence. Like it stays above the 20 line on the buy side divergence. I also like to have a accompanying reversal candle and maybe some other indicators lining up at the same time. But either way, it still came in as a mathematical, and we have to pay attention to it. And we pay attention to it in two ways. First of all, there's actually a nice consolidation that's been happening here, and we actually did kind of set ourselves up as a divergence. So if we actually see one of those and they're not really playing out, we're actually holding the lows of that previous dip back up here. We're staying in a good consolidation. If it does not appear to be playing out as expected, then this tends to be a bigger reversal signal or a big positive signal. It's called a price stochastic divergence. So we have the kind of a move down almost. We even pay attention to that stochastic rotation back down, but yet the price is actually just going sideways to up, and that gives us that little divergence that's happening. And typically, as this gets closer and closer to oversold, and this stays strong, you have a better chance of this rotating back up, get a lot of momentum to the buy side, and this really takes off because there was no sellers down here, and they're just waiting for some trigger to get this to new highs. So that's what we're looking at right now. The big question is, what's going to cause this market to pull back? I discuss this all the time on the show. I still think there's going to be a news event that kind of shocks and awes this market into a decent pullback. Anything less will be a quick, technical move, maybe a little pullback. I've gone over this video. This is actually the weekly chart. We could actually go out to the monthly chart, and that's even a better representation of how this market is playing out over time. I've been in the market since '96, so I've been through the 2000 bubble. I've been through the 2008 financial collapse. I've been through the Brexit. We're going to be heading higher, people. That's the big picture. The big picture is we're heading higher. The time frames as you go out, it's harder to really, establish when you're going to grab that short on a daily or on the weekly or the monthly. When we talk about that 60-minute time frame, that has also been a key indicator for us. Every time back here, we took the longs into this. We actually had our short here on this divergence right here. We got the pullback and we took our shorts off and concentrated on the longs again, and we actually had this great move. And then I've been off here the last few days, but as you can see, we actually got oversold on the 60, pulled up into an overbought level. Now we're slowly pulling back, but not really. It still looks very bullish to me. Unless there's some news out there, news will trump a lot of things, and at that point we'll reevaluate. But right now things are shaping up. I expect this to be a bigger cycle in the big time frames. The individual time frames will still stick to that 60-minute time frame, and that's actually kind of bullish right now as we started turning back up. So we'll see how the market starts off next week, but I do see us continue to push higher, maybe even taking out to highs again next week. Of course, we'll update you on this if this changes and any updates that need to come out now. Also want to point out that we updated the Facebook page, Day Trading Radio fan page. It's a great little page. I post a lot of the charts. I want to keep in touch with a lot of people on there, so definitely check it out. Give it a like if you can, or do it, and check it out. Make it a place that you visit. Try to keep in touch with other members of Day Trading Radio and other traders in general. And I think that's going to be about it right there. I want to do an educational video next, and I'm going to get that out here, so I'll be following up. But if not, I'll see everyone in the market on Monday, and we'll talk then.